Hi everyone, I'm Tanisha and I'll be presenting my solution for the assignment number one. And this assignment was divided into three parts. So for the first part, I manually drew the shortest path using the Grassfire algorithm. So I'm just showing that here, in which so I began by drawing the 8 by 8 grid on paper, and I marked the obstacles as black cells, and the start cell was green and the ending cell was red. So by applying the Grassfire algorithm, I started at the goal and propagated wave values to each adjacent free cell, and then using backtracking I was able to reach from the shortest path, and I was able to reach my final cell um, using backtracking with the decrementing values. And I identified all the possible shortest path. And this helped me gain like a fundamental process of wave propagation and how would the backtracking actually work. And for the part two, moving on to that, we were required to write a code. We first telling about how the code works and what are the main parts of the code. So there was input collection, and I asked the user to input like a grid 8 by 8 or whatever they want, and then obstacle value between 10 to 20%, the start column, and the destination of the cell coordinates. So the destination cell must satisfy the conditions, that is, its row is greater than half of the total rows and its column is at least two-thirds of the total columns. Then we have a grid generation based on these inputs. There would be a grid generated. And then that grid would be printed as well, as I'll be showing when I run the code. I am using the Grassfire algorithm. It executes that algorithm by performing a breadth first search from the goal cell, and each free cell is assigned a number representing the number of moves which are required to reach the goal. So there is then backtracking as well. After the wave has propagated from the grid, and it has propagated through the grid, the program then backtracks from the start cell. By following cells whose wave value decreased by one at each step, it finds all the shortest paths from the start to the goal. And then the console displays the output of the generated grid, the computed wave matrix with the number of steps, and the list of all the shortest path it has found. Then part three was for GUI implementation. I've also implemented GUI where I'm just drawing the grid. Um, so I'll be just running the program, and then okay, so once I run the program, it's right here. It asks me to enter the number of rows. So I'll be entering it to be 8. And then I enter the number of columns to be 8 as well. And then it says me obstacle, which I enter it to be 10. Choose column index start for 5. And there's destination row greater than 6 to be greater than 4 to be 6, greater than 6 to be 7. And then it generates this path tracking right here. Um, this is using the GUI. And then if we see this, so it shows me, it generates this grid here with X as the obstacles, dots as the free variables, and start and end. And then it displays that wave matrix it has created, which indicates the steps from the goal. And then it finds the path. So then it found 16 shortest paths, and the GUI displays one of those shortest paths. Thank you.